glyphosate in our state. Show your support at TakeControlMissouri.com. Paid for by Modern Ag Alliance in support of Missouri farmers.
Data captured by our state-of-the-art monitors helps us pinpoint the timing and
Welcome back to Election Night in Missouri. Our final thoughts, but the big winner of the night, we're going to now talk to the incoming Speaker of the Missouri House of Representatives, Dr. John Patterson. Congratulations on an amazing night.
Thank you, Scott. It's been a great night. Glad to be with you.
Who the hell would have thought that after all this back and forth, after all the talk about abortion, about how the Democrats are going to take you out, you're sitting here right now with you started 111 to 52. Now you're at 109 to 51. You have the two safest of the three out. You could even pick up a seat. Holy hell.
Yeah, I think we could pick up a seat. I think we'll definitely stay at the number that we started at, which that's just amazing given the circumstances that we had. If you'd have told me 6 months ago that you're going to keep the seats that you have, I would have said, there's no way that's going to happen. I think we had resigned ourselves to the fact that we might lose 3 seats, and that would have been a good night. But I think we're going to keep all our seats, and we're still waiting on one more from Springfield. We could pick up one, but it's going to be a great night for the Missouri House and HRCC.
Bald numbers don't count very fast down there, do they?
No. We're always waiting on them to come in at the end.
Well, they can take their boots off. That's what we do in Butler County. We're stumped on something.
Yeah, other than voters agreeing with Republican policies, to what do you attribute these Republican victories and keeping these really hard seats?
Well, I'll tell you, that's an easy answer. There's 2 things. One is that we had a great team at HRCC. Hannah Sutton, Dallas Ernst, they're going to go down in I think Missouri political history as 2 whiz kids, Casey Burns on that team. I call them the Troika. And then we had so much buy-in from the Republican conference. We had so many members go out and fundraise. So we had the resources to give Hannah and Dallas, and they did the job. And the team that they built, let me just show you some of them. It's all of them in there, the little whiz kids. That really is what did it. And then we had great candidates. We found really good candidates to run, and that's what made the difference.
Well, it is an amazing thing. There is no one, not even the most Republican-loving person would have ever thought that you would have all these headwinds, the presidential year, the abortion stuff, all this. You go to the people, and you retain your supermajority with 111. I don't think even you could have thought that was possible when the polls closed tonight.
No, we kind of talked about what we thought would be a good night, and we agreed that losing 3 was probably what was going to happen, and we'd be okay with that. We didn't even allow ourselves to think that we could keep all 111. And if we had lost 9 or 10 tonight, that would have been reasonable. And yet we kept them all. It's just it's been a great night.
Incoming House Speaker John Patterson, thank you for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you, Scott.
Well, I think that's a great way to wrap up Election Night in Missouri. Truly, Mike Kehoe, not a lot of suspense there, but there was a lot of suspense around the Missouri House and the Missouri Senate. The Republicans held serve. It looks like Amendment 3 is on the way to passing.
Yep.
While the legislature stays exactly like it was before the election, now you could sit back and see, well, Amendment 3 passes. Amendment 2 is still too close to call. Other than that, I think the folks showed up to the polls, and those swing voters, they voted for Amendment 3, it looks like.
Yep.
And they voted Republican.
Yeah, and so maybe that's the new reality, and that folks continue to vote for some borderline progressive issues. In this case, Amendment 3 wins by a few percentage points and still send Republicans back to Jeff City. A good night for Republicans.
John Combest, thank you so much for joining
us
for us.
Scott.
Appreciate it. And thank you so much. And our sponsors, Preuss Foster, United Fiber, the Missouri Association, Soybean Association, and Sun Solar, and all of you. Thank you so much. If you've watched This Week in Missouri Politics, read a Missouri Times story, click the link, send a mean text, watched 1 minute of one of these videos on the F-150 Tour, thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate it. And we will see you Sunday with Dr. John Patterson for This Week in Missouri Politics. I got a call. All right.